Alright, we got a lot to go look at. This is gonna be fun. I can't wait for that Brellum to be like, just have like, well, it doesn't have Intimidate, we would have saw, but like, just be super fucking good, and I'm gonna be like, torn to use it, but it means I have to give you a stupid ass annoying bet. Like, would you like to play Man Down?
I mean, that's what it felt like in that last gym fight. Considering I was missing a slot and 2 fighting types, but
I mean, like, you'll be 6 Pokemon, but you're functionally only at 5 Pokemon.
Gengar has Illuminate.
Oh, I got Magic Bounce.
D-Pig has Technician and a Magic Doll. We'll take that.
Magic Bounce is so good. I totally want this Primordial Ghost on our team.
My Nidoqueen has Moxie.
Snowcloak on the fucking pig. Moxie Nidoqueen, that's fucking disgusting. Oh my god, and it's adamant? Dude, that Nidoqueen is disgustingly good. And it's paired up with my stupid Rose. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'll give you Nidoqueen if you give me oh, I got a rare candy on my Tangled Barbs. It's cheek pouches.
Ooh. I mean, that means you could sell the one, right? Because you technically earned that one.
Weeping Bell with Shed Skin. It's okay. Weeping Bell's immune to a lot of SAS conditions, at least if they're coming from like powder effects, but the Shed Skin's
what does Sweet Veil do? Or Sweet Veil? Oh, okay. Prevents it from falling asleep.
Ooh, I got Heat Proof on my Stoner Bat, so it's functionally neutral fire. That's cool.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool. It's still extremely weak to flying, but...
Hungry is White Smoke. What does that do?
Prevents them from... your stats from being lowered.
Gotcha. Flame Body on the Stoner Bat.
I mean, it's not really in a position where it can take a lot of hits, but I guess on the off chance that it takes a hit, lives, and the 33% chance that Flame Body goes off...
Who knows? Leech Life.
That Leech Life will not save it, though. Did you see its 15 attack stat?
You mean 9 attack stat?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. 15 defense. Alright. Like I said, I'll cut you a deal. I'll let you have Stoner Bat, or you have the Nidoqueen with this useless-ass Flabébé, if I can have the Breloom.
So I want to do a little bit of discussion about who comes out first. I think we take Bat Out of Hell out first. I don't think either of us are particularly interested in that, nor can we use it.
Yeah, at least not for the gym, yeah.
I would also get rid of one of my fighting types, either Chuck Norris or Electrolytes, if possible.
Who's Chuck Norris?
Victini.
Victini. I'm probably okay with Electrolytes. I need to get rid of some of my ground weakness anyways.
And so then we're bringing in Queen's Rose and the Stoner Bat.
Let's see if we want to do anything else real quick too while we're here. Because I don't hate the Mamoswine. I'm trying to see who I'd be...
That's Primordial Ghost.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate having a Ghost type. Who would you be thinking of pulling out?
Who would I want to place Ice Ground? Personally, I think it would be my Larvitar, which would be your Porygon.
Should be fine. I think that'll be fine.
I'm trying to think here, because what is he weak? He's ice, so he's weak to basically everything. How's my fire? I got Victini and the monkey resist fire, so I've got good resistance to fire. My ground weakness, I've got the grass. Okay, my ground weakness is pretty good. I'm just gonna go through my whole team real quick, just to see what I'm missing. So, we got electric and grass on this thing. Well, we got ground and fire and another grass and flying. So, water weaknesses are covered. Next, well, fine. Down one to this one. That's fine. Ghost is weak to itself and dark, which I've got. Fighting is resistant to dark, and so is fairy. I don't have anything that's resistant to ghost, but there's not a lot that does, so that's probably just something you have to deal with. Flying is weak to electric, which we have ground and a grass type. Flying is weak to rock, which we have a ground, although admittedly it's an ice type. We have fighting, so we're pretty okay on rock. And it's weak to ice, which we have fire, and Mammoth Swine also is neutral. So we're not like covered for flying's weaknesses, but we do okay versus flying weaknesses. Fairy's weak to steel and poison. We have a fire type to resist the steel. We have a ground type to resist the poison. We do okay. Oh, Ghost also resists poison, that's right. So yeah, we do okay versus keeping fairies safe. Fire is weak to water, which we've got covered. We have ground, which we've got covered. And rock, which we talked about is not good coverage, but we have coverage sort of for rock, so it's a thing. Psychic is weak to bug, which we've got fire, so it's naturally just resistant to itself. It doesn't really matter at that point. Weak to dark, which we talked about a little bit, because ghost comes in, so we're kind of okay again. Actually, no, we're pretty good against dark. We have fire type. And we're weak to ghost, which we talked about. There's not a lot you can do, but we're kind of in a good enough position. Then ice. Actually, I'm going to do ice ground because that's a lot. Grass also has a lot too, honestly, but it's weak to fire, which we've got covered. It's weak to poison, which we've got covered. We talked about that one a little bit. It's weak to flying. We don't really have a lot. Like, we don't have anything to resist flying. We do have ice to deal effective damage with flying. We don't really have a resistance to flying, though. So flying's a little bit of a weakness to on my team, but I think it's okay to have like one weakness like that. It's probably gonna be fine. Grass is also weak to, what's the fourth one? So I'm missing poison, fire, flying. Oh, bug, which fighting resists, so it doesn't matter. And then fighting's weak to psychic. We talked about. It's weak to fairy, which we've got a fire type. We've got a. Actually, we just have the fire type. We don't do very well versus fairy. We can resist it, which is probably all I can ask for, really. And then, what is it? Flying, which we already talked about. So, outside of flying, I've got really good coverage. Not perfect by any means, but it's pretty good coverage. So I like my team. How are you doing?
You are welcome to break it down. I do not know well enough.
Okay. Well,
I think I'm doing fairly well for coverage, but I think
so fighting,
ice is something I resist, but I don't have a solid answer to.
Yeah, let's see what we got. So fighting is weak to fairy, to flying, and to psychic.
We've got 2 poisons for the fairy.
Yep.
As for psychic, we have ghost. We've got dark. Move coverage.
Yeah, you don't have anything that resists dark, though. But I don't think any of your team does. Yeah, no one on your team can resist dark.
What resists dark?
Well, dark resists itself, so dark would, fighting does. Oh, wait, you have fighting. What am I talking about? Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about dark, though? What? Oh, wait, you were talking about dark move. No, we need to resist psychic. We need to resist, psychic, flying, and fairy are what we need to resist. You've got poison that resists
flying. Fairy. I have rock.
Yeah, but it's neutralized, so it's good, but not great. We're talking strictly resistances, because doing effective damage is different, because your Pokemon can learn all sorts of moves that will deal effective damage. When you're doing team comp like this, you're looking more for resistances than anything.
Gotcha.
Just to see who can come in safely, who can resist what damage and where. So like so we're looking for psychic resistance, fairy resistance, and flying resistance, which honestly your whole team, even in the box, doesn't have a lot to deal with any of those. There's not much you can do. You're actually quite vulnerable to fighting's weaknesses. Like Nido.
Is rock not? Oh, right. That would be neutral because
yeah, like Nido Queen can do okay versus the fairy. Gengar does good against the fairy. Then you've got flying, which again Nido Queen is okay at just because she's a bulky Pokemon in general. but she doesn't like resist it. Your crab also bulky, but doesn't resist it, and no one else on your team really resists. Oh, and the barnacle resists flying technically because water. Yeah. So that thing resists flying, but that's the only thing that you have that would actually resist flying outright. And then your Psychic, there's not a lot you can do against Psychic either. Because Psychic, you would need either Dark for the immunity, a fellow Psychic type, or a, I thought there was a third one. Oh no, Steel no longer resists it, so never mind. You need a Dark or a Psychic type to resist Psychic. Which you don't really have access to any of those.
Does Bug resist Psychic?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, so you actually
I know Bug is strong against.
Yeah, you don't have anything really to eat Psychic type moves, so you're a little vulnerable to Psychic, and there's nothing you can do about that at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah. Which is fine. The Porygon was sort of the answer there, but...
Yeah. What do you got for... And then you have Water for the Alomomola, which is Grass and Water, or Grass and Electric, which Nidoqueen's Ground, so Electric's a joke. Grass, Nidoqueen also deals with Grass really well. Gengar deals with Grass. The Rock thing, the Rock Bug can kind of deal with Grass. It neutralizes it again. If it's physical, it's really good. If it's special, it's a little bit more iffy. And the Bat is Flying type, technically, so it does really well against Grass. It's also Dragon type,
Not to mention, doesn't Dragon resist
so it's
Grass?
It's just that Pokemon's fucking useless, is the problem. Like, it can soak a Grass move for you, but it's not going to do much other than that.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a Grass-type easy Grass move, then Leech Life will actually do decent damage, because its power will go to 160.
Yeah, it's just coming off of that 9 attack stats. Really.
Yeah.
Okay, so then your Flying Dragon is weak... Or, not Flying... Yeah, it is Flying Dragon, so it's weak to Ice, Dragon, and Fairy. We talked a little bit about Fairy, how you got that covered. Ice, you do... okay against. Alomomola resists Ice. And that's the only really resistance that you have to Ice. Oh no, the Barnacle thing also resists Ice.
Does Rock not resist Ice?
No, it does not.
Does Fighting not resist Ice?
Nope. If Fighting deals super effective damage, like offensively, it's good against Ice, but... So Ice, you're kind of more or less in like the best position you can be in, other than putting the Barnacle on your team. Not much more you can do about that. Fairy we talked about, and then Dragon, there's nothing you can do. If you don't have a Steel type, you can't deal with Dragon. Or Fairy type, I guess, it also deals with Dragon, but you don't have either of those. So there's nothing you can do, you're just going to be vulnerable to Dragon in that case. Bug Rock. Bug is weak to Fire, Flying, Rock, and... Is that it? I think it's just 3, actually. Fire, Flying, Rock.
But Rock resists flying.
It's just those 3, yeah. Rock resists
flying. So that's
flying,
neutralized.
So it's Fire and Rock that it's weak to. And Nidoqueen deals well with Rock.
Fire and Rock or Fire and Ground?
Fire, Rock. Well, with the Bug. I'm talking just the Bug. We'll worry about the Rock type.
Oh, okay, okay.
But yeah, so it's weak to... Or it's not weak to Fire, because Rock resists Fire too, so it's... It's just weak to... the Bug, the only weakness that it's keeping from Bug is the Rock, which Nidoqueen deals with. Nidoqueen can resist it, and Alomomola does deal super effective damage if you don't use Nidoqueen to just drop a ground move on it. So your Rock is covered, then Rock itself is weak to Water, Grass, which Bug neutralizes, Fighting, which Bug neutralizes, and its 4th weakness is Steel. So it's weak to Steel and Water, which Alomomola can resist the Water. There's not a lot you can do other than resist the Water. You don't really have like a true answer to it. Like the Alomomola itself doesn't have like a bonus type to help deal with fellow Water types.
Yeah.
What else we got? What else did I say? Steel, which Water resists Steel. That's it.
Fighting
really.
resists Steel?
No, it used to.
Okay.
Like way back when. But actually, I don't think it ever did. Now that I think about it. But it's super effective against Steel, it just doesn't resist it. So you've got Water to deal with Steel. At least you're already neutral damage back from Alomomola, so she can kind of fight on better terms. Like, she'll have a leg up, if only because she resists Steel moves. So you're doing okay. Crustle is more or less covered. Nidoqueen is weak to Psychic and Ground. And I think that's its only weakness. No, Water also, too, sorry. So it's Ice, Ground, Psychic, and Water. Water we talked about, you resist it, but there's not a lot you can do beyond that. Ice is again a Lolamola and actually can fight back against ice types, which is really nice. Psychic, as we talked about, you don't really have a team that can do much against Psychic. Your best is to throw in Gengar, but he's neutral to it. So while he can kind of fight Psychic type, he's not like super good at just dealing with them. He just can deal with them.
Yeah.
And then, what did I miss? Ice, water, Psychic, oh, ground. Which you have a flying type. You have a bug, those bug rocks, so it neutralizes it. But you got a flying type, so you can at least avoid ground moves, and you can maybe switch into a Lolamola too if you need to. So you're okay for ground. Nidoqueen's okay. Again, the big problem is, again, the Ghost. There's not a lot you can do against Ghost. Even like I said, Ghost is a tough one to get around, because there's not a lot that resists it other than Dart.
Yeah.
And then Gengar is weak to Fellow Ghost type, which again, not much you can do about that. Dark type, which you've got Fighting to resist it and to kill it.
Neutral to Psychic?
Yeah, it's neutral, because Ghost is No, Ghost is not resistant, that's right, it's actually weak to Psychic. I wish
4
Ghost
times weak to Psychic.
No, it's not 4, it's only times 2.
Okay.
But you
Is Poison not also weak to Psychic, then?
Poison is, but Ghost isn't.
Oh, okay.
Ghost has no Ghost does not resist Psychic. It deals super effective damage to Psychic type, but it does not resist it in return. Which is a little unfortunate. So yeah, you're still vulnerable to Psychic, as we were talking about. And then Ground, again, is a tough one to get around, just because, but you do have a Flying type, so... The only thing I remember thinking, going back to your box, would be trying to fit that Barnacle on your team, but all it really does is give you an answer to like, fellow water types. Like, if you're to swap out a Lolamola for it, it just gives you an ability to fight other water types.
Yeah.
That you otherwise wouldn't be able to directly fight with a Lolamola without giving a Lolamola a different move.
That's fair.
That same argument can be applied to Kingdra. The problem is you're bringing in yet another dragon to your team that already has a dragon weakness that you have no answer to, even without Kingdra.
Yep.
So, in a best-case scenario...
It is only neutral to ice.
Yeah. In a best-case scenario, to fully optimize your team, it would probably be putting the Barnacle on to deal with one of the... It's not even a true weakness, but to deal with one of kind of like the loose ends, so to speak, on your team.
But yeah, but then what would you be dropping and swapping to in exchange then? The Barnacle is Tangled Barbs, that's Tangela. Which is another grass type for you. Another
grass type, which grass I did pretty well on, because it's weak to fire, which I've got answers for. Bug, which I've got answers for. Poison, I've got answers. Whoa. Who do I... Oh yeah, I have ghost type, yeah. So poison I've got answers for. And then,
what is your answer to fire?
The fire psychic. I can resist fire and then deal psychic damage back.
Gotcha.
So I've got an answer to fire type. I've got an answer to poison type in the ghost flying. I've got an answer to ice type and fire type. It's not
ground and rock types.
It's not.
No, but for yeah, I see what you mean.
So I can answer all of its weaknesses with flying being kind of the odd one out. So that's really all. Like I wouldn't hate putting Tangle in. I can kind of make use of it. I think I got it covered. I think I got it covered pretty well.
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Do I want to take items off of anybody here?
I just generally take items off when they go to the box, so I can always keep track of what I've got. I probably got time to figure out what this gym is going to be, but then I'll have to take a bit of an intermission.
Oh, hey, I got a zap plate on the Queen's Rose.
Oh, did you just now see that?
Yeah. My Zeb Strika, when it returns, will be able to use that.
Yeah.
Alright. Yes, to the next gym. And unlike the last one, the best part about this is that if this next gym is as hard as the first gym was on the last randomized file, at least there's a lot of Pokemon we have access to, so it's a lot more likely that I'll find an answer.
Yes.
What the fuck screech was that? What's my fastest Pokemon? I gotta find out what that is. That's going to bother me. 44 is probably, yeah, 44 is it. Okay, it says Sunkern. That was not the Screech. Unfortunately, that's yet another garbage. So I know that there's now 2 garbage Pokemon in this forest. There's Sunkern and there's Shadot. There's also Victini. My guess is that Screech was from some sort of a legendary Pokemon that I just don't see very often, so I don't know what it is by cry alone.
Yeah.
Is it one of those?
Yeah.
Is it one of those? Yeah, it's not Lugia's cry.
I mean,
but what I was thinking, the what are those quadruped ones?
like Parisian, Cobalion, and Terrakion?
Is it one of those, I wonder?
I would not know.
Ampharos, so that wasn't the cry either. There's actually some pretty decent Pokemon in here, as well as the hot garbage. So this is like the gamble route. Mighty M did not make that cry either.
No, that was more of a snarl than a cry.
Yeah. God, I'm gonna be so disappointed when I find out what it is, because it's gonna be a legendary that I'm not allowed to catch. But that was such an ominous and unique cry. The last time I did this, though, the cry was to Giratina, and I was like, oh shit. Get away now.
Run while you can.
The cry wasn't Lugia, was it? That didn't sound the same when Lugia cried there a second ago.
Alright, we're gonna go to level 12 and see how that goes. First, or second gym is...
or it might have been
Psychic.
Or it might have been Entei.
Steel or Psychic.
Alright, so it's probably Lugia or Entei, is my guess. And someone who actually is able to identify the cry can go ahead and post in the comments for whatever the fuck it is. Because I don't know off the top of my head. It doesn't sound like Entei or Lugia, but I thought at that point, probably every Pokemon, or at least nearly all of them, that can be caught in that area. So I'm not sure what I missed.
No, that's not the move. You don't have any ground. Poison does, like, nothing. Poison does nothing at all, actually.
Yeah. You got Double Kick, is at least neutral.
Yeah. We know it has Confusion, which
super effective.
she's weak to.
Yeah, it's some sort of other fighting type.
I'm worried I'm gonna overlevel this Crustle.
Rock isn't particularly great ability or moveset.
I know, but it's got a
Oh, feint attack.
I guess I would be sharing XP. I should be okay to use him this once.
Yeah. Well, also, is this the first Pokemon you've encountered? So, like, you already had a Psychic Gym, so you know this is now a Steel Gym.
Are we sure it can't roll 2 of the same?
I am semi-confident. I'm not going to say anything because I've never used this version of the randomizer that has this, but I am fairly confident it doesn't double up on the gens.
Okay, no level up, no level up. Sweet, that was barely anything. Alright, well, I'm going to start Gengar in this next one, so I will at least have the speed to try and hit first.
Well, do you have a special type attack on Gengar? Because if not, Gengar's unfortunately just not going to do anything.
It's a great question. No.
Can you give it one?
Probably not yet. No.
Yeah, Gengar, unfortunately, maybe not the best Pokemon for you. I didn't realize just how little you had for special attacks and that it didn't have anything.
Yeah, who's it tied to? Oh, it's your Mamoswine.
Yeah, we might be able to swap them out. Let me fight the trainer here and find out what the gym is.
Sounds good.
Oh look, Fairy Wind. I have Fairy Fart, I should say. Oh, Lucky Chant. Yay, I can prevent crits at the cost of using a move. Mega Drain, yes please. Fuck after it.
Don't forget your Tangela.
Yeah.
Oh, going all the way up.
No, I'm going to 14 because 16's the cap, and there's only 3 trainers we have to fight. Mudslap? I don't know if he wants that. Probably not. Sure. Actually, he does.
Yeah, you definitely have plenty of resistances to electric.
If it's an electric gym, yeah, it'd be alright. If it's an electric gym, though, I probably would demand Mamoswine stay on. And we can swap out one of your other less valuable Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, I have Sleep Powder. Fuck that, I don't want Poison Powder. Alright, who do I have up front? No, definitely not. You are going to level cap if we're not careful. I think we just go so bad. Flying. Nope. Grass. Okay. I can work with that. This is gonna be another. Fuck off. Fluffy. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that is. Holy shit.
Whatever, we broke the attraction. We'll just go back and slash it again.
Attract.
Fucking hate this game. Alright, power through the fucking love, Summerbat. There we go.
It's not real. It's just Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah. Although I can't blame him for falling in love with Snivy, because Snivy's one of, like, the... I don't want to say small number, but smaller than average for a Pokedex of good Pokemon that came out in Gen 5.
Or are you wanting to swap,
Oh, yeah.
Why did you save?
I don't know. I thought you were getting off for some reason.
I'll probably do like all of the people up until the actual gym leader.
Fair enough. Yeah, so you wanted to swap out Gengar for whom?
Probably, if we're assuming it's not going to reroll a Psychic, something that is ground, like this. Hungry Hippo.
I'm perfectly happy because that's a grass poison type for me, so it gives me a lot of advantage in my grass gym.
Sounds good. Oh, what else do I have here? Yeah, the fighting should be good. It would be nice if it had a fighting type move, but...
More sleep powder. I got 2 sleep powders, a stun spore. Do I have any other status effects I can throw on people? We got stun spore and leech seed. Fantastic. Sleep powder. More sleep powder. Fairy fart. And the potential for burn. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good here. Although, in fairness, Victini's probably going to sweep this gym, too. Yeah, I'm just stone bad up front. We'll slash everything to death. Unless they're going to keep attracting me, then we're going to have problems. Ludicolo! Oh no. It splashed about. Go ahead, crunch me. See what I care. Really wish I had a rock punch. I'll get it eventually, provided this thing lives.
Still no ground type moves. Ooh. Not on a single one of them. Fighting at least is good though. If it's psychic, I'll have to swap it out almost immediately.
Oh, now we got the superior.
It evolved.
It's on cloud 9. Oh shit, we're fucked. This thing's...
Oh no.
Oh, it's got an ice move. Ooh, that's dangerous. Okay, don't leave you in.
It is a steel type, okay.
Can't use you either. How much XP do I have left then? Whoa! Nope, can't use you at all.
Crushing Claw, okay, that's fine. We should double kick, Moxie Boost, but nothing to follow. Yeah, if it's a steal, I think I just double kick Moxie Boost my way through.
Oh no! That's Magma Storm.
It's got your number. Hey, no. Not my double kick strat.
Oh no! The Magma Storm strikes again. Yeah, that's gonna kill me.
Unfortunate.
Oh,
well, there goes
no.
my answer to the gym.
No! Why does everything have fucking Magma Storm?
Turns out it's a great move.
Why does everything have fucking Magma Storm? Well, so much for Slash. Now we're just gonna switch it up for Headbutt. Shaman with Intimidate. Fuck you, dude. God damn. First the Trico, then like the 3 you had with it, now the fucking Superior. The Magma Storm is the bane of our existence.
Every damn time.
Yeah. I feel even worse because like if fucking Victini wasn't literally 165 XP from leveling up, it could have just taken that whole thing out. But I'm like, I can't use it. If I use it, I lose my.
I would really like Electrolytes. It gives me a new fighting move, but I'm open to hearing your ideas.
Well, I've got my gym answer, so if you need a gym answer, you have priority right now.
Okay, then yeah, we will do Electrolytes. You throw that Zap Plate on it. Right. It'll help it punch through.
It'll probably never see any combat in this gym.
Alright, I'm gonna rare candy, throw some items up, and then probably pause there. and hope that I get some more ground and fighting moves.
Well, the good news is Victini's edged, I guess.
Come on, hungry hippo. Come on, hungry hippo. Damn it. Chuck Norris, fighting type move. Come on. You bastards. Rock throw. Something. It's better than bite. Okay.
I am going to cherry berry the Chuck Norris, I think. Just because this is a grass gym, and on the off chance that something happens where they get to put a status condition on me, paralysis is the worst thing they can do. So, let's also do the same with anybody else who is vulnerable to... Well, actually, most of my team is more or less immune to powders, so... They don't really care too much about that, and then Zeb Strike is outright immune to paralysis to begin with. Could probably get Chesto actually on Zeb Striker then, so that they can't sleep him.
Yeah.
Sleep is worse than paralysis, in all honesty, but if Victini's slower than the enemy, like, then my whole strategy of Victini wins is gonna just collapse under it. At least if Victini's asleep, I can, you know, wait it out, potentially, on the right Pokemon that doesn't do enough damage to threaten it.
Yeah. Well,
Alright, I'm gonna go let Brawly fuck my ass a little bit here while I save the game.
Oh yeah, I guess we could save standing right in front of them.
Come on. We're gonna get this nice and sensual. There it is. He's like, how hard can I get it? Like, you know you want it.
Alright.
Alright. And that is this session. On the plus side, we actually fucking made it past the first gym.
With relative ease.
Right?